Hey guys, welcome to my crochet channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this very simple, easy, beginner friendly top. I've used 10 granny squares in total and I've sewn on 2 black buttons. Grab any top or zipped up hoodie and measure from one shoulder to another. I am a size small, so I use 3 granny squares with 6 rows. You can always increase your rows and see if 3 granny squares of your amount of rows is enough. Grab any hook and then grab any yarn. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing a slip knot and then we're going to chain 5. So now we're going to chain 5 and then do a slip knot into the first chain. So that's the first chain. And we're going to insert our hook into that first chain and then make a slip knot. Once you've done that, we have to now do 4 double crochets in the loop. This loop. So that's 1 double crochet. Now we're going to do the second one. Now the third one. And now the fourth one. Now you're going to have to chain 2 and then do 3 double crochets in the same loop. Okay, so now that we've done 3 double crochets, we're going to chain 2. So that's 1, 2, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in the same loop again. Once we've done that, we have to now chain 2 and then do 2 double crochets in the loop. So now we're going to do a slip knot in the first 3 chains that we did. So now we have to do 3 chains and then do 3 double crochets in this loop. So we do 1 double crochet, pull through 2 and then pull through 2 again, the second one, and then the third double crochet. So now that we've done that, we have to do another 3 double crochets in that hole. So we have to do 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to have to chain 2 because it's a corner. So 1, 2. And now we do 3 double crochets in that same loop. So 1, 2, and then 3. We repeat this in the next hole all the way around until the last one. So from here and to here. However, we stop at the end. So now that you've done that, you have to do 2 double crochets in the starting loop over there. And then we have to do a slip knot in the chain 3. So we have to do 1, 2, and then 3. You now do your slip knot and then chain 3. We repeat this process until you have your desired length. So now you have to chain 3 and then do 3 double crochets in the hole. This hole, so we have to do 1, 2, that same hole, and then 3. Now what we do is we have to do 3 double crochets in that hole. The more rows you do, the more holes you have between your corners, and you have to remember to not chain anything extra. You only chain 2 in every corner. So now you've done 3 double crochets, you have to do 3 double crochets in that corner with chain 2. Okay, so now do your first double crochet in this hole, your second double crochet, and your third double crochet, and then you have to chain 2 because it's a corner, and then you do 3 double crochets in the same loop again. So your corners should always look like this and that, so they'll always have a group of 2 3 double crochets. So now you have to do 3 double crochets in the hole next to it. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now that you've done that, just remember you have to do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then 3 double crochets in that loop, and just go all around, remembering to chain 2 in every corner. So now that you've done that, you just need to do 2 double crochets in this loop and then slip knot with the 3 chains at the beginning. The more amount of rows you make, the larger your granny square will become, so you should increase the amount of rows depending on your size. Remembering that one granny square should be the length of 1/3 of the length from one shoulder to the other. Hopefully this drawing will be easier to understand how you should make your top. So I'm a size 8, so I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows for my top. Remembering one square should equal to 1/3 of your top. So like this. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how to join your granny squares together. I've made smaller granny squares just to show you an example, but when you're making your top, remember it should be around your size. So to crochet these together, we have to remember to crochet them inside out. So you can flip them around and then join the ends by holding them together and then inserting a hook from the first chain space. So we insert our hook in both loops and then we place our yarn over the hook. Then you have to pull through 2 loops. Now place your pieces together and chain 1. Now insert your hook in the 2 loops from both of your granny squares. So you have to insert your hook in the first loop from the first granny square, and then the first loop from the second granny square, and then pull through 2 loops. So we do it again, the first loop, second loop, first loop, the second loop, pull through 2 loops, and then pull through 2 loops again. So you have to do that all the way down the line. So now that you've joined your 2 granny squares together, it should look like this when you open it, and it will be nice and neat. So now you have to join all the granny squares that you need for your top, and it should look just like this. I put it through my armhole and I measured it, and I stitched it a bit so it can come to a better shape. So what you have to do is you have to join it until your armhole length, and you do the same thing on the other side. You have to join it to the armhole length over here. It should be equal to here. So yeah, that's how you do it. Buttons are optional, but what you have to do is just get a large button and a large darning needle and put it through here and put knots. They are optional though, you can always use string. But yeah, I used the granny square holes just for the buttonholes. Thank you for watching till the end of this video. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe so you can be notified. Bye bye.